So it's been a little bit since we've done a Tesla update, and I figured, hey, why not? Let's do an update. Let's break down the charts, go over key levels, and talk about where I'm looking to buy Tesla stock here in the short term, maybe if it gets to that point. So we have a lot to go over in this video. If y'all find value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Check out my Patreon as well, guys. If you all want to see me build out my private portfolio, have access to the Discord chat, all that good stuff, plus more is all down below. And it's cheap to join, guys. Check it out. Feel free to get your free money from Moomoo as well. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, folks, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So Tesla, as I'm sure you all know, has not been doing well, right? We all know that. Tesla's been downtrending for quite some time, and I believe it actually hit 299 to be exact. I don't think it hit over 300 bucks. Let me double check. That was a couple of weeks ago here. Yeah, we hit 299.29 on the 19th of July, and it seems like that's when the markets peaked out at, or at least in the short term, right? And we've been selling off ever since then. I believe not SPY, but Triple Q did peak out on the same day, no joke. Yeah, the 19th of July, and it's been, selling off, seeing a bit of a pullback ever since, and that's what we're seeing here on Tesla as well, right? You guys can see on the 5-day, 5-minute, we downtrended pretty much all week. Well, we did all week, and today was a red day when I'm filming on Friday. It went down 1.1%. We officially closed down $2.69, and we started off the week at 265. So, of course, hindsight is 2020, but this would have been a great short throughout the week. Would it not have been? I mean, look, it went from 265 Monday morning. Actually, no, that was on Friday, it looks like. Either way, it was at 255 on Monday morning, and it went all the way to 238 this morning. You would have made some money shorting or buying puts, but again, that's risky business, guys. We're not going to get into that in this video, and I didn't do that. I personally did not buy puts, and I haven't bought puts or calls in quite some time. I like selling options. I do that all the time. I love selling options. But buying them, haven't done it in quite some time. But of course, like I said, hindsight being 2020, this would have been a great short, great put option play throughout the week. And not only throughout the week, guys, but over the past couple of weeks, right? This thing has been downtrending for weeks at this point. Back on the 31st of July, pretty much in the beginning of this month, it was at 265 to 270 bucks per share. So we are down just throughout August around 9.5%, 10%. We are selling off a good chunk. I mean, just this month alone, we're only 11 days into the month. We're down 10%, which puts, Tesla in correction territory, and it's actually been in correction territory, might even be in bear market territory now, as again we hit 299 back on the 19th of July. Now we're at 242, probably not in a bear market yet, but yeah, we're almost there. 18%, 19%. We are down a good chunk, definitely in correction territory and almost in a bear market, guys. If it gets even worse here, if we break this key level of support where we're at right now, we're going to be heading into a bear market. That is the reality here of the matter, folks. So Tesla is selling off a good chunk, and now I want to talk to you guys about where I'm looking to buy in the short term as a swing trade. I haven't owned Tesla, or I haven't traded it in a couple of weeks here, so I want to break down with you guys here a plan that I have. So right now we have clearly the bears are in charge, right? We're under the moving averages, death cross on the 4-hour chart. You guys see that, and we also have a head and shoulders, right? You guys see this right here, left shoulder, head. Then we have the right shoulder right here. So this, to me, guys, looks like it's about to play out. And by this, I mean the right shoulder is about to play out on Tesla, which could get this stock down anywhere from 215 to 220. And look at this. On the 20-day chart, which I forgot to mention, we have a descending triangle, do we not? We have clear support at about 240, but at the same time, we have lower highs being made into that point. And that happens to be this descending triangle is right in the head and shoulders. It's the right shoulder. So if that plays out, not only is the descending triangle playing out, but also the head and shoulders will play out, and Tesla could be going down to 215 to 220. And if that were to break, you guys can see here on this 4-hour chart, that level being the high from back in February heading into early March, I believe. If we were to break under 215, guys, big support, we could then fill the gap down to 200, 205 potentially, which you all can see. That was the high. Let me zoom in a little bit. That was the high from the beginning of December and from, let me see here, late March or, mid-March, also early mid-April. So that could be where it goes. And that gets me to where I'm looking to buy, folks. I'm not looking to buy right here because I believe, and by right here, I mean at 242 where the stock is as of Friday, August 11th. I'm not looking to buy here because this chart points to more downside. Like we covered before, we have the head and shoulders and we have the descending triangle. Now, is it for sure going to dump down more in the short term? No, nothing's guaranteed. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but the fact that it's leaning more towards that side, at least in my opinion, from my judgment, right? I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit on my hands, be patient, even if it means I miss a ridiculous rip to the upside if we do end up getting that, which is also quite possible. So at this point, guys, I'm waiting for the gap down. If we fall under 240, which I'm going to set my alert there right now. Let me do that, guys. Mark is at or below. Excuse me, guys. 240. Let me do that. Mark is at or below. Let's go. There we go, guys. So if that were to break, boom, we're going to fill the gap, in my opinion. Maybe not all the way down to 215, 220. It might go to 230. I don't know. But if it starts breaking down there, I'm going to start nibbling. And I like scaling into positions, guys. When I'm swing trading, when I'm buying for a couple of days, couple of weeks, whatever the time frame may be, sometimes I buy a 50% position up front. Sometimes it's 10%. Sometimes it's 25%. And in this case, if Tesla does start gapping down, I might nibble a 15% position at, let's say, 230, buy a little bit more if it gets down to 220. And if it starts gapping down towards the low 200s, that's where I'm going to be buying even more to get it more towards, 80, 90, maybe even 100%. I'd love to build out a swing trading position here in, Tesla, anywhere from 195 on the lower end towards 220, 225, 230. Build it in that range, right? Personally, guys, I think there could be some money to be made. And of course, when I'm trading, I do usually have a stop loss. Sometimes I have a mental stop loss, which I haven't talked about that in a while here, which if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend using a mental stop loss. I would actually recommend going into the platform and putting in a 2% stop loss or 2.5, 3, 1.5, 1, whatever it may be for you. But for me, usually 1.5, 2%. So, you could go put that in through your brokerage, or you can have a mental stop loss, which again, I wouldn't recommend if you're a beginner. And sometimes I do that method. Sometimes I actually put a stop loss depending on what's going on in my day-to-day life. If I'm traveling or if I'm just out of the house and I'm trading on the go sometimes, which I do sometimes I put a stop loss, right? If I'm not, glued to the screen like I am right now where I have the charts right in front of me. So where was I even going with that? I don't know. But the point is here, guys, I would put a stop loss. Especially if you're a beginner, if you're a more advanced trader, intermediate, right? Mental stop loss, that works good. Once you see your stock down 2% or 3 or 5 or 1, whatever it may be for you, from where you bought it, you can then, all right, go cut the loss and move on. So again, with Tesla, I'm looking to buy in anywhere from 200, 205, 210, 225, 220, that range would be great. And I'm going to be patient and wait for that, even if it means I miss a move to the upside, even if it means that, which could happen. We don't know, guys. It's all up in the air. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you buying Tesla? Are you selling it, holding it? And full disclosure, guys, I'm not in it right now as a trade, and I'm not telling you guys what to do, right? I'm not telling you to buy, sell, do anything out there. So make sure you all do your own research. Check out my Patreon if you're interested. Link down below. All the details are there. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. And once you fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys, the best part of the promo. If you fund your account with at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks for a limited time, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So get on it. Use that link down below. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, I'll catch you later.